Hey everyone, welcome to our next slide, which is chart patterns. So in this lecture slide, we'll go through what so-called chart patterns, right? So chart patterns, you should think them as like landmine detectors. You know those landmine detectors where people move around. Let's say this is a minefield, so people are moving around looking for spots where they are detecting maybe there is a gold mine, or where they can find potential explosion of gold, right? So landmine, they are generally same as you are moving around the chart, you're looking for chart patterns, right? If it's a chart, you are moving around the chart looking for potential explosion. So usually these chart patterns, they give us a hindsight or good insight to say there will be an explosive breakouts. So usually these chart patterns, if you notice them on a chart, you see that they will give you a good analysis to say, let's say if there is a chart pattern like this, we know that markets, they move like this is a support, this is a resistance, sorry, this is a support. So if the market is moving within this, right, so they help you to say there will be an explosion. If you see a chart pattern, let's say like something like this, we'll explain in more detail, so don't worry about what kind of a chart pattern is it. So we are saying they help you to detect explosive breakouts, so whether the market will break out in this side or this side, right? So in a nutshell, we are saying chart patterns help you to answer three questions, right? So the first question is, how do I find potential good entries? Where do I need to get in on that chart pattern to say if the market explodes in this direction, which means you are shorting, right? Where do you get in exactly? So they should help you to answer a question of saying where are the potential good entries on a rising trend. If the market is trending, right, we've explaining about trends. If it's trending like this, it helps you. So if you identify a chart pattern, it helps you to say where do I get in, right? So they help you to find good potential entry. The second question is, how can a chart pattern usually offers you a potential entry signal, right? A chart pattern should also give you a potential entry signal, right? So the first one is to identify on a trend, right, if there's a potential entry, then it gives you a signal. That is the second question. The last question, which is the third question, it shows how do I know when to get out. It should give you also an exit point. So if you are getting in, it should also give you a take profit. Where do you need to take your profit, or you cut your loss, right? Where do I need to cut my loss, which means it's an STP, right? Take your stop loss, right? We'll explain in detail. So what are the chart patterns that we'll cover here? There are many chart patterns that are out there, right? But you need to learn all of them. You don't need to know all of them. What you need to understand, that you need to understand a few chart patterns, right? Then you understand how to identify them. It's like a self-fulfilling philosophy, right? You need to understand few things, then you hone your skill, right? You don't need to learn a bunch of things, because the end result, we always say as traders here, you get confused, you'll be having a problem to identify. So we'll go through four, right? These four, only go through four. So the first one is double top and double bottom. What we generally say, we're identifying multiple tops or multiple bottoms, right? So this is the first one. It's a chart patterns, mind you, and triangles. So we have different types of triangles that you can see a chart pattern on a chart, right? Which are symmetrical triangles, ascending triangles. We'll go in depth, so for now don't worry. And wedges is also another type of triangle, and rectangles. right? So we'll cover this as we go through our course, so we don't need don't worry about what is a wage, what is it. We'll cover everything. So be very careful. There are many chart patterns that are out there that can confuse you. They are head and shoulders and so forth, but know few things so that you become an expert at the end of the day. Let's move to our second slide.